This video will show you how to use an Excel VLOOKUP function. Let's learn by using a couple of examples. The first example is on employee information. It has employee ID, name, title, and annual salary. And we are interested in knowing their annual salary. Let's assume that we already know the salary scale. And that's what we see over here, which is by title and annual salary. And this table could be located anywhere within this sheet or in any other tab. Now in this employee information table, we see a relationship between the name and title. For example, Barbara is a supervisor. And also in this salary scale table, we see a relationship between the title and annual salary. For example, a CEO makes 300,000. Now the title seems to be common to both of these tables, over here and over here. So in such situations like this, we could use a VLOOKUP function to find a relationship between the name and the annual salary. But first, we need to make sure that the criteria table, which is the salary scale table in this case, is organized by columns, and the common column, which is the title column, to the leftmost in this criteria table before using a VLOOKUP function. The VLOOKUP function has 4 inputs. So this is how we use a VLOOKUP function. Say that we are interested in knowing Barbara's annual salary. Then what we do is go here, type equal, type VLOOKUP, open parenthesis, and then refer to Barbara's title cell, which will always be the common column to both of these tables. So this will be the first input. Then comma, select salary scale data range without headings. This will be the second input. Comma, type column index number in the salary scale table range where we would find the annual salary. This will be 2 in this case. And the third input. Comma, type false, because we are only interested in exact annual salaries. This will be the fourth input, and then close parenthesis. Hit enter. So this will produce 40,000 as Barbara's annual salary. Let's check to make sure that this is the correct answer. Now Barbara is a supervisor in this table, and a supervisor over here in this table makes 40,000. So it has produced the correct results. Now let's copy this VLOOKUP formula over to the other rows. But before copying, we need to fix the criteria range, so the data would not shift while copying. We can fix this by highlighting this criteria range over here and then hitting F4 function and enter. Let's copy to the other rows. So there we have the annual salaries for all of these employees. Now if the criteria table has more than one row of values, as here, that match a single referred cell, in this case it's a supervisor, it would return the first row's value as output. In this case it's 65,000, and that's what we see over here. We can also use wildcard characters such as the asterisk and the question mark in our searches. For example, over here, that's what we see here, we can find the CEO's annual salary using the wildcard characters. Let's go to this cell, type equal, type VLOOKUP, open parenthesis. Let's use the asterisk in this case, so I could refer to CEO such as within quotation mark C and sign, open quotation, asterisk, close quotation, comma, refer to the data range, comma, and the index column, which is 2 over here, because that's where we find the annual salary. So 2, comma, and we type false, close parenthesis, hit enter. So it has produced 300,000, which is the correct answer. Now let's find the annual salary of CEO using the question mark. Let's go to this cell, equal VLOOKUP, open parenthesis. We could just ignore a single character in the word CEO. Let's do it. Open quotation, C, close quotation, and sign. Let's arbitrarily ignore the letter E. So I can use a question mark for that character. Again, another and sign, open quotation, the letter O, comma, the data range, comma, again the column index will be 2 where we find the annual salary, comma, false, close parenthesis, hit enter. So again it has produced 300,000 using the question mark sign. Please keep in mind the wildcards are used only in searches that deal with exact values as outcome. Now again, if there are 2 rows for a single searched value, it would produce the first row's value as the outcome.